2025, we're coming back hot. Wharfie Pod's back, baby.
Up the wharfs.
Wharfie Pod to the moon.
Craig Bruce checking in.
Yo.
One, extending my arm a bit more.
Oh, wait, Rue. Crack it right there.
Yeah,
wanna
wait
hear-
till it starts as
Yeah.
well.
I wanna
Get some
hear-
ASMR
I
going.
want to hear the crispy.
And my first comment is that Jack Marshall?
I think in
Nah, no sugar.
the
Sure.
mics were too.
Should I crack it now? A little ASMR.
Yeah.
Get it started.
Oh, that was good.
Gents,
Like that.
Wharfie Pod's back.
We're back.
Just like we never left, we're here with
Reuel Mark D'Souza.
Reuel Mark D'Souza.
Welcome.
Elijah Neesham's made a return. Elijah, introduce yourself over there.
What's up? Back.
And I'm Ben, CFO of Vision Sports, one of Rue's major sponsors, and we're more than happy to have him in the
The
podcast
Wharfie Pod
room
studio.
today.
Happy to be here, boys.
Thanks. All right, so Rue, if you don't know, is one of the Fremantle Mariners imports.
Wait, what gave it away?
Hey?
What gave it away?
Wharfie Pod's back, baby. We're here with
We're back.
Elijah Neesham
Howdy.
over there, Ben Colliss
Howdy.
over there, and Ben's brother-in-law, Reuel D'Souza, right here, who's been staying in the Colliss household.
I think we could just go brother.
Yeah, I think so
Yeah.
too.
Wharfie Pod, episode 3, boys. I'm here with Elijah Neesham,
Howdy.
Ben Colliss,
Howdy.
and special guest, Reuel D'Souza. Now, Rue, you've made your way over from college in America
Yes, sir.
to Fremantle. We'll start with, when did you start playing water polo and why?
Yeah, actually, kind of a funny story. So I started when I was 6, probably just turned 7. I moved to Canada when I was 4. And so the first 2 years, obviously, we're getting acclimated over there and just figuring things out. And me and my brothers like to go to the pool and just hang out, go down the slides, stuff like that.
Fair.
Mom was looking for things for us to do during the day, so she didn't have to have us around the house all the time. And saw a poster for the local club, and I guess the rest is history.
What age was that?
That would have been like 6, 7.
Oh yeah, so that's pretty early
Yeah.
on.
In Western Australia and Australia, I feel in particular like we swim. That's like from birth out. A lot of parents have their
Speak for
kids in the
yourself.
water.
Yeah.
So were you kind of swimming before you could swim before you learned water polo, or it was straight into it?
Yeah, I guess loosely defined. Like,
Yeah.
I wasn't swimming good.
Yeah.
I'm definitely splashing around. Both my parents can't swim, so
Yeah.
kind of a niche sport to pick, I'd say, for
Same.
a family like that. But yeah, I guess I could.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you started in Canada, and then did you play there until you moved to Pacific?
No, so I played from basically 7 till I was 18. Then I went abroad for a few years before I went to college. So I played a year in Italy. I played a year and a half in Greece because that was the COVID year kind of where everything stopped. And then during my first year at college, everything was remote, online on Zoom. So I went to play in France that year. Yeah, and then
Nice.
I went to college.
Whereabouts in France?
I was in Aix-en-Provence. It's kind of close to Marseille, not too far.
Did you find all those teams in Europe? It's a similar vibe, or you
To
enjoy
here.
so? Oh no,
Or-
like between Europe.
Yeah, I mean, definitely culturally a little bit different each
Yeah.
country. Like I think, don't get me wrong, all 3 were great.
Mm.
But my favorite was Greece. I think, just like Australia, I feel like they're really good with imports and foreigners. So like I felt pretty at home there. I think Italy was a bit of a. I wish I could redo that year because going away from home at a young age, you're still trying to figure things out. Like 18 was probably a tough age to go kind of just get thrown into the fire. So I wish I could do that year back. And France was a bit strange because it was the COVID year. Everything was kind of locked down.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of restrictions.
Because I know you speak a bit of Italian around the house at home, but is that
Hey.
language barrier over there, is that difficult to deal with?
Definitely. I think I didn't do a good enough job like trying to learn the language. I was
Yeah.
pretty closed off, I guess. And yeah, definitely a bit of a language barrier. Less people speak English well, but I'd say in Greece and even in France, like people are speaking English decently.
And where'd you play in Italy?
I played in Turin, so
Turin.
yeah, North Italy.
For what team?
Torino. Yeah.
Was that in A1 or A2?
Yeah. They were in A1 that year. Got relegated the next year, so they went down A2.
So did you play against like Porocco and that?
Yeah, that was
How was
actually the start of that season was a real real eye opener, I'd say.
Yeah.
You know, my first 2 games, the first one was against Recco, and the second
my
was against
God.
Brescia.
Oh my.
And I remember calling home thinking like, guys, I don't know if this
I don't know,
lifestyle's
yeah.
cut out for me.
I
you
don't
know?
know. I don't know if I can do this.
Yeah, I think I need to come home.
Because when did you realize playing? Obviously, you're a very good player now, and we'll get into your stats later. But like, when did you realize, like, hang on a second, like, I'm actually pretty good at this?
I think I had that false confidence that I was really good at this when I was younger.
Yeah.
Because I think obviously the level in Europe it's world class, right? It's the best you're finding. So when I was young in Canada, I think I felt pretty confident in my abilities. I made the junior national team when I was pretty young. But then I think when I first made the men's team and like got a couple games under my belt, I thought like, okay, I think I can do this for a little while.
What age was that?
So I first traveled with the men's team when I was 17, and the first couple months was big shock. I thought like at that time, and then going to Europe and everything, I was like, oh, this is gonna be a tough couple of years, I think. And then that summer, when I was 18, I went to my first World Champs, and I think after that tournament, I thought like, yeah, I can do this.
Yeah. So then you spent a couple of years in Europe, and then you went to college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
untraditional.
Where'd you
but-
go to college for the viewers?
Yeah, I went to the University of Pacific, and for the viewers that
Stockton,
know,
California, baby.
yes sir, yes sir.
Didn't get shot.
Yeah, I survived. I made it all 4 years. For those of you guys that know Luke Pavlard, obviously.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, he's decent. Someone's got to tell Tim Hamill about that guy.
Yeah.
It's not bad. He's
Yeah,
got a good
I think
left-hander
he's-
in Western Australia.
Yeah. Seen him score a few.
Yeah, so he went to my college also. Ex-Mariner John Hedges also. So definitely a little pipeline over there.
Yeah. So is there any big games you played for the Canadian team yet? In like qualifying world champs or anything that you've really liked being a part of?
I'd say my first real match with the national team was like probably the peak so far. Like I'm
Yeah.
hoping there's brighter things in the future, but that first World Champs we drew with Montenegro 8-8 in the group stage, which was a huge result for us.
Any snags that game?
Yeah, I got 2.
Hey.
I felt pretty good about that. Yeah, it was a big game, definitely. And then one time, I guess this is also a big highlight for us as a team. We beat Hungary in a World League Super Final, but they had brought definitely a younger squad, so wasn't the true Hungarian team, but still feels
Wins a
feels
win.
alright. Wins a win.
Yeah, take those.
Yeah.
The manager, Harry Bruce, has done a little spreadsheet for us here. So in 2022, first team All-American.
Mm-hmm.
Talk us through that season.
Yeah, that was a great season. Honestly, I think that was my most memorable year in college. We had a great squad this year, kind of fell short, but in 2022, I think we were pretty skinny off the bench. So we're kind of going to war with like 8 people every day. And
Yeah.
like Elijah hinted to, Stockton, California is not exactly the brightest location. So you get real close to the team, and definitely a good season for us. We fell short in the semifinal. We lost to Berkeley, and they went back to back to back. So they had a good squad for a couple of years there.
And what? How did you get over to the US? Where did that happen from?
Yeah, like I said, very untraditional route. I was actually getting recruited in 2017. So the year that I went to Italy, they were trying to bring me to college, and the national team coach at the time had told me like, I want some of the young guys to go to Europe. And you know, when you're young, you just follow. You take whatever's given to you. So I decided to not go that year, which would have been funny because I would have played with Pav that next season. But instead, a couple years went by. During COVID, I really thought to myself, talking to my parents, like, I think I got to start doing some uni. Like, I can't just play water polo forever. So circled back around, reached back to the coach, got lucky.
Yeah.
What was it? What degree did you do again?
I did a Bachelor of Science in Exercise.
Nice. You can sort me out
Yeah, I could switch
after
over.
this.
Maybe
So, So you played college, and then so last year you played college. So this is your first year out.
yeah, first year out
Yeah.
since college. Yeah,
So-
just graduated in December.
What were you thinking, kind of, when you finished college? Like what your options were, and how you've ended up here?
Yeah. So originally I thought I would just try and play a half season in Europe, so go there in January. But it's kind of it's tough walking into a team halfway through, I think, and
Yeah.
I didn't really have any offers in good situations. So I was thinking I reached out to John Hedges, obviously ex-Mariner. He put me in touch kind of with Will and Rob and Pav, and kind of the rest is history. Yeah, they sorted it out from there.
Yep. So you come over. How long was that flight?
Oh man,
Grim.
it was grim. It was like 11 hours to Hong Kong. Had like a 7-hour layover there. Obviously went to the lounge, had to
Up the pointy end, I assume.
Couple TSLs in the lounge.
A couple TSLs, maybe more than a couple, and then 7 hours to Perth. Yeah.
Yeah. Where you get that in-flight Wi-Fi? Any movies on there, or just raw dogging it? What are you doing, bro?
I'll be honest. The first flight, definitely. The second flight, I was probably asleep for most of it after all those TSLs, man.
And then you rock up here, and where do you go? Straight to Ben's house, or you link up with Rob?
Yeah, well, I was staying at Elijah's place for the first couple of days. Obviously, he was gone, so his bedroom was mine for the weekend. And then I moved over to Ben's that Monday, I think, that first weekend.
Yeah. Have you found the Colliss household, mate?
The Coliseum, baby.
We better beat
Put
that
that out for the world, brother. All the listeners, bro, they're gonna be going. He's gonna get doxxed now.
There's already too much paparazzi at that place.
Don't worry, we're already well known on the block. Yeah, man, it's been great. It's been really, really good. Honestly, it's a little bit. I think when you get told you're building with somebody for a couple of months, you're a little bit worried about what the fit will be like, and I'm sure Ben will say the same.
Sure.
You don't know what it's gonna be like, but I mean, it's been really, really good.
I think so. We've really enjoyed having Rue in the Colliss household. You know, Matt gone now. It's good to have a second brother fill in the home.
Mm-hmm.
Is Perth / Australia kind of what you thought it would be, or has anything surprised you?
What were your first impressions?
To be honest, it was a pretty seamless transition, I'd say. Like I've really enjoyed these last 3 months, and I've been telling Ben most days, like, can't believe time has flown so fast. Like, I feel like I still just got here. Yeah, it's been great.
Yeah, it definitely feels like you're one of the boys, bro.
Yeah.
So it's been quick.
Do you have any expectation coming here?
In terms of?
Like, what have you heard about Perth? Like,
Even not including water polo, just in general.
yeah.
About
Because
Australia.
I think Perth's pretty underrated in the realm of things.
It's very underrated.
Yeah.
Most isolated city in the world, bro.
I would agree. I think it's very underrated. I think the WA lifestyle is just so nice, man. Like,
Yeah, we got it pretty good over here.
yeah, you guys are just great people, and like the day to day has been so sweet. Like, I think after going to Melbourne and Sydney, and where we go, Brisbane. Yeah, I think so far Perth has been my favorite. Obviously, small sample size, but WA's great.
Yeah.
Good answer.
And then how about the Big Gym pool? Is that up there in the places you've trained at, or?
Man, I've played in a lot of pools now, and I think Bicton is one of the best pools I've ever competed, trained in. Like,
Show.
yeah, it's
Put it on
just
the map.
amazing.
Yeah.
Got to rename it after Tom Hode soon, though, I think.
Yeah.
Speaking of Tom Hode, I was talking to you earlier. You didn't have much to do with Tom Hode, obviously prior to coming over here, but I think you've kindled a nice little relationship with him now.
Yeah, that's the GOAT for sure. Funny enough, like when I first got here, I reached out to my ex-coach from Greece, and him and Tom are friends. So he said, "You're gonna love Melville. It's just a really great place to be around. Say hi to Tom for me." Obviously, I met Tom that week. I said hi to Tom, and it's just been a pleasure to be around him for sure. Guy knows a lot about water polo, that's for sure.
Yeah, you could say that.
Yeah.
And now you're his personal driver as well.
Yeah, bit of a
Sitting in his
chauffeur.
seat right now too, bro. He warmed that up for you, man.
Yeah, a little bit of a chauffeur as well on the side.
And so you've had a lot of trainings here, a lot of games. How would you say the training is compared to, your years in Europe or college, just like from your short sample size, being young?
To be honest, it's more concise, I'd say. Like we don't train together as often as I think we should, but I think that's due to a lot going on at the pool, and obviously like the state league and stuff on Wednesdays. But yeah, it's especially with Foxy. Like I didn't really, I knew of him, didn't know what to expect really when I got here, but I've enjoyed the trainings. I think honestly, me and Ben chat about it. Like the 5:30 swim is kind of grim. You wake up at 5 and you're like, I don't really want to be there right now. But once you get it done, you feel great about it.
Especially when Rose Day consists of playing 2K.
Yeah, I got things to do, man.
You gotta wake up at 5:30 and play 2K at 7, bro. That's crazy.
Chasing bronze legacy.
Fair, bro.
You've obviously played some high level polo. Who would you say is, let's say, top 3 best players in your opinion that you've played with or against?
With or against?
You can take us through.
It's gonna be real interesting, boys.
Ooh. Obviously, there's so many great players. So 3 is tough, but I think for sure Mandic is one of the most cracked players I've ever seen in a pool. Like I remember seeing him for the first time. He's a giant. He's like,
Is he over 200 centimeters?
yeah, easily. He's a big
Ridiculous.
boy. So I'd say him, Varga, obviously like just a magician, and third one is someone I've played with. I think Bakari's he's phenomenal, bro.
Yeah.
He's that guy. If there's one person that I played with and I think it just like had it, God given, just built for this sport, it's him. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Do you have any like heroes or people that inspired you, or players that maybe you model your game off?
Yeah. Well, like here with the Mariners, I play on the right-hander side, but usually I play on the other side. I play on the left-hander side, but obviously we have a pretty decent lefty. So my services,
Benetti?
yeah, Benetti, left-hand lefty. My services weren't really needed over there this season, so I kind of pride myself on just facilitating the game, trying to make it easier for people around me. So Milanakis, he played for Greece for a long time. Just a hard-headed defender, made the right plays, good shots, smart player.
Yeah,
definitely one of my heroes, I'd say.
Not Jack Marshall.
No, he's up there too.
He's up there.
Yeah, he's up
Yeah.
there.
So do you have any future goals? Like where are we at now in your timeline? Like national team, personal. Like what's the future looking like?
Yeah, I mean, I'm at that age now. I'm 26, man. I'm getting up there. Got to start thinking about what's next also. So just keeping an eye on like the professional life post water polo, but definitely for upcoming water polo goals, I want to qualify for the Olympics in LA, and obviously Canada hasn't been to an Olympics on the men's side since 2008, and it's a tough qualification process for us. Like we have to beat out the U.S., Brazil, and Argentina for that one spot.
Damn.
But the U.S. are hosting.
Oh, so they get automatic.
Yeah, so either us, Brazil, or Argentina will go. So that's definitely on the schedule coming up.
Yeah, we'll be over there in LA.
Yeah,
How's
absolutely.
We got Dave, ex-Mariner as well. Is he still involved in that squad?
He is. Yep.
Yep.
Big Drake.
Bro, love that guy. Literally Drake, bro. And then Aleska as well, who's playing right now. He'll be training with you boys as well.
Yeah, of course.
So what's your national team commitment? Obviously you're out here now. Everyone's all over the world. Like, is it just like you get an email saying be here at this point in time, or it's constant communication, or what happens with it?
Yeah, essentially, it's basically they try to plan out the calendar year of just what the events will look like. Yeah, and we call it like centralized points, where we all just meet in Montreal and we train for X amount of days, X amount of time. Like for example, this summer, so we were told everybody has to either be playing in a professional league or in college, and then in the summer we'll train for a month and a half, and then go to World Champs in Singapore.
Yeah, bro. Lesko was telling me you guys had some crazy training times. Like, you're training up near around midnight. Like,
really?
And then go home and you'd have training in the morning.
Yeah. Well, there was a weird situation like last year where we train at the Olympic Stadium, really nice facility, and usually our training times there are like, I'd say like 9 to 11, and then 3 to 5, 4 to 6, something like that. And then you pepper in some gyms here and there. But then the like there was like a tarp on the pool that burnt down, like some homeless guy or something was starting a fire and just burnt down like part of the facility. So they put us up in this dungeon of a pool, like way out of the way. And so the only training times we can get was like 9 to 11 p.m. or something ridiculous.
And what's the pool temps like in Canada?
To tell you the truth, I don't even know, man. I don't know. Like sometimes we get in the water, you're like, oh man, it's so cold. I'm thinking to myself, like, this is amazing. It's like 30 degrees outside.
Jack Marshall needs a warm pool for his.
you mean Ben Colliss,
Yeah,
bro?
I also need I'm a warm pool specialist.
Ben Colliss needs it though.
Could get pretty cold in Canada, so I'd be a little bit concerned.
Yeah.
But as long as the pool's alright.
The pool's okay. It's mostly indoor. So
Yeah, that's good.
Tom Hurd used to train in the river during winter, bro.
Yeah,
You would have
I
think
don't
it's
feel like
called-
that.
you would have invented the wetsuit a long time ago before him.
I would have needed one of his wetsuits.
thermal waters.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you got good season so far. Going to finals. And then what? You coaching the juniors, and then you're going back to Canada. Is that the plan right now?
Yeah, right now April's looking like a fun month, I'd say. Like hopefully it'll be flag season. And then
Go.
yeah, get back from Sydney, coaching AYC, so the under 18 girls.
How's that team looking?
Yeah, good man. I'm
A good
excited.
coach.
Hey, what can I say? I guess, but I'm looking forward to it. They got a squad for sure. And then after that, go down south with the Collisses. Yeah, just try and enjoy WA.
Wander out yonder.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And do you like coaching? Is that something that you want to do a bit more of, or?
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely. I think I've always had like a passion for water polo in general, and if you can help out someone that wants to learn, I think that's a pretty fulfilling feeling. So I'm
Sure.
enjoying it.
Because your brother coaches in
Arizona
America
State.
as well,
Yeah, yeah.
and
so-
he's always been into that. You were saying?
Yeah, since he was young, probably about 14, 15, he really got into coaching, and he was my coach for a little while. And I think, as you can imagine, when you have your older brother coaching you and then you see him at home, it can get a little frustrating, but definitely like built a great relationship between the two of us, even though you could think it could go sideways. I talk to him on the phone most days when I can. And yeah, he's in Arizona now, coaching college, and asking me if there's any recruits out here, so I might have to start putting some of these names forward, you know?
Craig Bruce.
Yeah, of
Hey
course.
man, as long as they got a gym over there. I reckon he's done a good job, your brother. Turned out pretty well, bro.
Hey, thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Made sure
Appreciate it.
you had something about you as well. You know, every team needs a dog, man. You got Rue scoring donuts and yelling at the goalie.
On your head.
That's what I like to see.
It's very college like NBA
Yeah.
when Rue's in the water.
I love Rue's his call for the ball to
I don't know. It's it works though.
It does
Yeah, it
work.
does.
Works. It does work.
I at the start I was hell confused. So I was like, what the fuck? But now it's like
Yeah, but Benny picked up on it pretty
probably
quick.
confused the
Yeah,
defender a bit as well with
What's this
that.
guy
Man.
doing?
Yeah, they think I'm insane.
But yeah.
I don't blame him.
How long you been doing that call for?
Not that long, to be honest. I just realized it stands out. Like I saw somebody do it one time. People are hitting him on the hand, bro, quick.
Yeah.
Like I gotta start trying this out, man. It's
Yeah, bro.
working quite well.
Yeah.
So in terms of the water polo you've played here with us so far, is it different style to America or college or Canada or?
Yeah, I think college it's almost a different game. Like college is a definitely a strange water polo realm. I think like it's pretty like American football influenced.
Yeah.
Like there's a lot of plays, a lot of like when you get scored on, they have after goal plays. Like you run set plays after you get
You
scored
got your
on.
little QB sleeve.
Yeah. Flipping through the pages. No, lots of extra man plays, lots of set attack. And college is just it's quick. It's very fast paced. Like it's been 25-meter game for I think its existence.
Yeah.
So yeah, college water polo is different. But I'd say like the Aussie League is pretty. It's like pretty similar to Europe, I'd say. Like I think in Europe there's obviously a lot of talent and a lot of skill, but I wouldn't say it's a super fast pace. But it has been some years since I've played in the league, so international water polo I think is its own different ball game. I mean, Laj, you could attest to it. Like that Sharks training camp must have been pretty intense.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely a step up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like everything, pace, people's obviously intelligence, but also I think like for me, I'm a smaller player, so definitely like the physical side of things as well. Like they're stronger, faster, all that sort of stuff. So.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Bro, you ever done a wingspan check, bro?
I have. I think I'm
What's the
You guys got
number?
the longest limbs I've ever seen. I think that's a bit of advantage for water polo having them long ass limbs, bro.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
211.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's your height and your
ridiculous.
wingspan?
Yeah, what's the?
I think I'm 192. I'm like 6'3". I think that's 192. And my wingspan's like 6'11 and a half.
That
so
is
like
ridiculous.
211. Yeah.
Wait, are you taller than Harry or are you the same height?
I think we're about the same height. He thinks he's taller.
Because
though.
he claims 6'4" sometimes.
Yeah, he's not
so-
6'4".
On a good day.
Yeah.
He's not 6'4".
Yeah, I don't
He thinks
think
he's
so.
195, which is absolutely just a lie.
Yeah. He also thinks he's 120 kilos.
Yeah.
Did you play any other sports growing up, or
Yeah, I played a lot of different stuff when I was young. Like I played soccer, I played basketball. I tried a hand in baseball, but that was short lived. Not because of the game itself, but
Yeah.
like just circumstances. Let me see. I think that's it though. Yeah.
Well, you were pretty trash at baseball. Is that what you were trying to get at, or
Yeah, kind
the
of.
jump shot's not looking too nice?
No.
circumstances?
No, we've played a little pickup at the Coliseum. Benny's got to work on his range, I think.
It's
Yeah.
limitless.
Yeah, right.
But to tell you the truth, if I was real tall, like if I was like 6'7", I would not have played water polo. I would have tried to play basketball or something.
Yeah.
Because it's just basketball's a great.
You'd be in the
sport.
league right now.
Well, especially if you're in the US or just in North America.
The problem is I don't got bunnies. I can't jump.
How's a jump shot? I might have to check you in the driveway after this,
Yeah,
bro.
we'll see. We'll put it to a test out there.
Mine's pretty broken, so if I beat you, it's not looking good.
Well, I've seen Edge play. I don't know if you're anything like him, bro. I'm easy. I'm so
Nah,
sweet.
bro. Me and Ben were playing Div 5 the other year,
Yeah.
and I was actually scoring the most threes, but
he banks a three.
most of them were off the backboard, and I was chucking them up. So always
I
helps.
heard it was netball.
Hey, buddy.
shoot.
Yeah.
Nah,
That's
that's
the motto.
basketball, bro.
And Rue, the team culture when you got to the Fremantle Mariners, what did you think? We obviously pride ourselves. We're a pretty tight knit group. Did you enjoy what was your first impressions on that side of it?
Super good. I think that was the first thing that stood out to me, to be honest. Like obviously I hung out with the team a lot that first 2 weekends, and I realized quite quick that it's a good group of guys.
That is the absolute opposite response than I've heard from Ashia. She's like, "You guys are the weirdest people I've ever played with in my life. You guys are real weird."
Yeah, I think we freaked
But
him
I think we've converted him. I think he's one of us now.
Yeah,
It's
man.
starting to
he's
get
picked it up.
spooky.
Yeah.
It's starting to
Well,
get
took him a
He
while.
did tell me, he said like, when I first got here, I spoke like no English and I couldn't understand a word these guys were saying.
Yeah.
Just X's and O's. You don't need language.
No, Arsha just needs a heli from up top and we're good, man. Smooth sailing.
Hey, bro, he put one away. the
Oh,
other
that was
week.
nasty though. That was a
Yeah.
big goal.
ridiculous.
I saw even Foxy was like,
Yeah, that's a
Was
rare
that the-
occasion.
I think Foxy said he could take one that trip, and he took it and he scored it. So
It
it
was
was
the
like, fair
Steve Kerr,
enough.
like when Steph Curry's dribbling through all those people.
Yeah.
I think it was in clutch time too. So it was
Man, it was like 2
think
minutes left
yeah.
to put us up one.
Yeah.
I think we lost that game though.
yeah. I think
Pens.
it
In
drew
pens.
and then pens.
Lost in
but-
pens.
Yeah.
What's
Yeah, fair.
your penalty regime? Anything you keep the same, or what's the?
Benny, you know the answer, but we
He
can't
puts
put
it-
it out there.
He puts it over their head and then he starts talking trash.
We can't leak that information on the pod.
Doesn't matter if they know it's coming.
No,
If they're that deep into this podcast right now, they can have it, bro.
yeah, straight up. If they're still
Honestly.
listening, you can keep it. I don't know. I guess I kind of changed it up. I think when you have long arms, like if you guys have seen Pav take his penalties, he just comes up real slow, and I try to do that. And if I know if they think I'm gonna go slow, sometimes I'll shoot it quick, and then chuck a couple over the head if they low spread,
Mm. Bro, I feel like Elijah, you've been switching yours up a bit. You started doing the hell quick ones.
Yeah.
Now you're going a bit slower.
I don't know. I can't make my mind up.
He's
But
all
like-
fast
Make
twitch
my mind up.
fibers.
You don't really get called upon unless
I don't.
it's in a shootout because you got Rue, Pav,
Yeah.
and Ashia taking
Pav-
the pens right now. So,
Pav's
and
taking
Alaska.
most of the pens. We got so
Yeah.
many good shooters on the team. So
Yeah. You got to keep it ready though in case you're in that shootout.
yeah, keep working on it. Keep working on it in the background. Never know.
How about Pav's last penalty, bro? He just shot it straight low middle
Yeah,
cage,
Just
bro.
under the arm.
Down the bowling alley.
So
Crazy.
I think when you're like that level of like a shooter, I think the goalies really try their best to like kind of guess a bit more.
Mhm.
But I think
Yeah.
if you're maybe not as strong a shooter, they obviously feel a bit more confident and try and
almost picking a side.
yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder
Mm.
what they're thinking though when like Pav's already taken 2 he goes up for his third. Like, what do you think as a keeper? You're like, is he
I
gonna
don't
lace
know.
this one over my head?
Yeah,
Is he
exactly.
gonna highlight
What are
reel
you
me?
thinking?
Yeah.
Get a clip.
Yeah.
Just go up like this. No, you can score up, but I ain't going over my head.
Am I going on the pod? Am I getting clipped?
So what were your goals coming out here, and have they been readjusted now, or?
Yeah, definitely. So when I first was speaking with Rob and Pav, I think the goal was just build the squad, try and make finals, and then I think we really clicked. Like it's a great group. We're playing good polo. I think we're peaking at the right time, and goals should definitely be readjusted. I think we obviously have a tough test early. Like we'll have to play the 6 seed team. It's looking like what, Drummoyne or Balmain, and both good teams. But I think if we can squeak into that semifinal, anything can happen on a given day, you know? So we'll just go play some of our best polo and see what happens.
Got that dog in you.
What about away from water polo? What's some of your interests?
I mean, Ben alluded to it earlier. I play a lot of 2K. But that's mostly because he's always leaving me in the house, you know? He's locking me in there. No, but I like to play basketball. I like to watch movies, listen to a lot of music. And this sounds kind of strange, but I just like catching up with friends, I think.
Yeah. That's so strange, bro.
No, but like on FaceTime, you know? Like FaceTime a lot of people just because haven't seen them in years, you know?
Yeah.
Try to keep in touch with people.
Especially when you're traveling around so much, it's good to keep. You never know when you'll be back somewhere.
For sure. Like when you talk to your school buddies for the first time in a long time, I think it's always nice.
Definitely.
I'll throw one in there too. I've been making a lot of trips to Deli Chichi every morning. You know,
Yeah,
just get some
shout out Deli
coffees.
Chichi.
Yeah.
What's your go-to coffee in the morning?
Yeah, I've been changing it up. Usually, I was more of like a long black coffee. I don't like stuff in there, but I've been trying everything. You know, the flat white, the long mac.
One tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cappuccino.
Cappuccino. Haven't got one here yet.
What's the bakery that's down the road from your house?
I think it's just the Mount Clermont Bakery.
Yeah.
Have you had a custard tart?
Yes. Yes.
Dude,
very good.
I could eat 5, 6 of those.
Really?
If I'm lucky, sometimes
are
we come back
so
from the
good.
swim. Shaz already picked up some stuff for us.
If you swum hard enough.
Yeah.
I've never had one.
They're so good.
Damn.
Bro, you can't have
Winter
many
bulk's
of these.
coming up.
Yeah, that's it.
Catch me at the bakery, bro.
Do they have that on MyFitnessPal?
Mate, just put it in his chicken breast.
What about this new AI app that you take a photo of it and it shows you the calories?
Yeah.
I've seen those.
I'm not
That
buying that.
can't
I'm
be
not buying
accurate.
I haven't tried it, but
That
I'll
cannot
tell
be
you
accurate.
for
Man.
sure that is not accurate.
It can't be.
No chance.
It doesn't even make. I don't get how.
I don't know, man. They're getting pretty shifty with the AI stuff now. I might.
It's getting
I
scary.
also
though.
feel like there's a lot of those influencers. They just get paid to chuck it on there and get a bag. You know.
Yeah.
You might be one of them
advertisers.
Yeah,
soon, man.
Craig will be just
Bruh.
on all his stories. Click the link to download. So
They're gonna get AI thing sponsoring the pod soon, and now you're just blowing that away, bro.
Yeah, it's
We had it all lined
I
up.
want it, mate. We're
I've
gonna,
been talking to them for the past 3 months, bro, and now you're just gonna bag them out like that, bro. 100% legit works, bro.
AI scares me.
Oh no, bro.
I'm
Listen
just
to
scared
way
what
too
Craig
much
would
Joe
do with
Rogan.
AI, bro. Too much LeBron talk around AI.
Hey, that's Harry, bro.
Rory, have you had the chance to explore much of the outer Perth? I saw maybe on Vision Sports socials the other day you were over on the Rock.
Oh, on the Rock, yeah.
You enjoyed the Rock?
Oh, great time. I went with a couple good mates of mine. You know,
Yeah.
Bro, I
saw
saw
Quokka.
I saw the sweetest photo of you on a quokka, man.
Yeah, it was adorable, right?
Yeah.
Cute little thing. They're kind of ratty looking though.
Yeah.
Hey,
I heard it's called rat.
I was talking to bro. I was like,
Ratatouille.
we're gonna go over to Roto, like see a quokka. He goes, "What's a quokka?" I said, "Bro, you gotta know what a quokka is."
And then as you told me, we drove around that bend and saw the Quokka Laka.
Oh yeah, in Freo there.
couple
Yeah.
good beaches there, or
Yeah. I mean, we went off Jump Rock. It was a pretty short turnaround that day, couple hours there. Saw some
Operation.
friends.
Well, I've been converting Ruin to the Western Australian lifestyle. First week he got here, we all went for a swim at the beach. He didn't even get in. I said,
damn.
that's not how we do it here, bro."
Yeah.
Did you take the 70-footer yacht?
Yeah, we
Oh,
just took
fair.
the tender one.
Oh yeah.
But
Nice.
yeah, he's been really buying into the Western Australian culture now, and he's got a pair of board shorts,
Walked around barefoot the other
walked
day.
around barefoot.
Damn,
so,
bro, you're one of us.
He's a proper convert.
Yeah.
That's
man.
like, obviously, next season you might not know what you're doing yet, but in the future, anytime you can always come back. There's always spot for you, bro.
There's always a room in the Colliss household.
Even, bro, you might be coming to the end of your years, ending your career. Just come back, run it back one more time. With the boys.
Run it back with the boys for sure.
The last.
I think Harry Bruce and Elijah will be playing till they're like 40, bro. So whenever you want to come back, they'll still be in there, man.
We're going for it.
We're going for a back-to-back flag one day.
2030.
Yeah. We're like the Pistons, bro. We're gonna win one time.
Yeah, that's like. Yeah, I think Harry and Elijah are gonna play to 40. They're also gonna like try and time having their kids together. Hopefully by then it's like you can just choose to, type of kid you want to have, So they're in the same team. And then, grow them up, under 14s, under 16s, Harry and Neesh. Maybe I'll have one too. You never know. On the side of the pool.
I reckon my child,
we'll coach them together.
I reckon my child's going to be 6'5", and I reckon Harry's going to have a short ass.
A short king?
Yeah, short king.
Nothing wrong with a short king, man.
Marry tall, my boy.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah, but look at Rob.
Exactly.
He's huge.
It's clearly missed a generation because I didn't get it.
It's going to come back.
And then, your kid might be a giant, bro.
I didn't get fed enough as a kid, I think.
You know what I was thinking, man? I used to always we go to HJs and stuff, and I was always like, nah, I'm good. And Harry, Ali, and Pete would be digging into that food. And I wouldn't, and I didn't like eggs either, and they were smashing eggs, and I wasn't eating eggs, so I think I lacked the nutrients, bro.
Man, you could have been bigger than you are now.
Yeah, bro. But that's the thing, there's give and take. I could have been taller, but then it's also harder to get bigger when you're taller. So it's like I could just be a little nugget. Or I can be taller and I'll probably be a bit leaner, But
bro, your kid's gonna look like Geo, dude, bro. Just a little meatball running around.
Little He-Man.
Yeah, bro, that's a goal. I get that creatine in there. In my, I'm not gonna say that.
Back on topic.
Let's run it back.
Do you have a favourite moment so far whilst being in Australia? I want one in the pool and out of the pool.
Oh. I'll have to think about in the pool.
I think there could be some good moments coming up though too. So
Far, we'll do it so far.
Yeah.
So far, okay. I think out of the pool, bro, H cracks me up, man. Like I just laugh when I see him doing basic stuff. Like when we were at Cody's that day.
Yep.
And there was that cash register, that ancient cash register.
Is he the one with the
H is Harry Bruce, by the way.
Yeah.
Is Cody have that 8x3?
Oh yeah, 8x3 metal plate.
Yeah. In his arm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Specific dimensions.
Okay.
Yeah, locked in there. So there was that cash register, just ancient thing, and H just hammering at it. And I start filming him. He's like, "Has anybody got a crowbar?" I just crack up, bro. Or when
he's pretty funny.
Oh man, even at Damo's,
It's not hard for him to get distracted by something like that, man.
yeah, he's a simple man for sure. So, how could a sausage be upside down, man?
H. Bruce has got a fresh haircut. Thoughts?
Should we bring him in here? Just
Bro,
quick appearance?
He'll be wearing a hat when he comes in. So
Dude's not going to take that
I've
hat
seen
off.
his haircut twice, and I live with him, and he's got that cut
when he got it when he got it fresh. I couldn't look at him. I couldn't.
Apparently, he looked like he was gonna cry in the.
He looked so sad.
I thought he was gonna jump in the pool that day with his hat on.
You know what? I actually think it's not that bad, bro. It's nice to change it up, and
Yeah,
it's nice and short.
He had to cut it short at some point.
Yeah.
And so do you, Craig.
Man.
Hey, bro.
When are you doing it?
Leave me alone, man. Let me cook.
All right, Rue, favourite teammate other than ourselves in this room, and why?
Luke Pavlov.
You've kind of answered. We'll leave
because he
Harry out of
scores
it
all
as
the
well.
goals and carries the boys.
It's a good answer, and I think Pav would want me to say that.
He's also a great teammate as well. A great person.
Good lad,
Because you haven't played with Pav before, have you?
No. We knew of each other. Like, obviously went to the same college, but got to know him more these last couple of months. Been real fun, man. But I'd say Arsha. Like, I just think he's so funny, bro. Like, he's
funny.
unapologetically himself.
He is,
Ironically, just a meme.
Yeah.
But like,
He is, bro.
He's
I
funny.
think he's really grown into it because I feel like last year probably just like these guys are weirdos, man.
he's
But
just
now
such a
he's
lovely
like-
guy, bro. Like,
He
he's so
is.
nice.
He's so nice.
The first weekend I was here, like all you guys were gone. You guys were in Brisbane. And so Damo and Arsha picked me up, and we went to this Persian restaurant, bro. Arsha took care of everything. he just wanted me to have a good first weekend here, so that was cool.
Wow.
Yeah, he's always got a smile on his face. He's a good man.
Yeah, contagious smile.
Also a good teammate in the pool.
Yeah.
Big dog.
He's got your back. He's got your back.
He definitely has your back. I don't even know if I want to say it, but he's got your back.
Yeah. I feel safe with him around, that's for sure.
Yeah.
He told me where the weakest rib is.
I might take this out, but remember when I think Harry was complaining to Archie mid-game about someone, and Archie was like, and he's like, what number? Harry's like, oh yeah, I don't know, number 5. He's like, okay, so you want him to not play, or you want him in hospital?
You want to send him home, or you want him to go hospital?
Which one? And Harry's like, oh, no, it's all good. No, he's like, no, now you tell me, I have to do it. Which one you want? It's like, no.
Enforcer.
And any Aussie slang word that you've picked up over here?
Bonnet.
Favorite term?
Yeah, bonnet for sure. No, I think easy as. I just like that. Easy as. Yeah, it's easy as. No stress, no dramas.
You've probably heard all 3 of those in the Colliss household a lot. I feel like Shaz says those words a lot.
We're pretty easy going.
Yeah. Chill life at the Coliseum.
Yeah.
Just me and Puss.
Hey, there's a couple nice jerseys on the wall in that house too, eh?
Yeah, soon they're gonna hang up my cap. I heard.
Yeah, if we're lucky, get a pair of Speedos sent over.
Yeah.
Add it to the memorabilia.
Take it out my next shirt.
Well, so do you have any idea what you're doing after the season, like as in what club next year kind of thing? Or just what region?
Yeah, not yet, man. Not yet. Kind of keeping an open mind. Just go to World Champs this summer with the national team. And
When was World Champs?
It's mid-July, so it's like
in Singapore. You said?
Yeah. So that'll be cool. But yeah, just keep an open mind, see what's there. Reevaluate after the summer, I guess. And that's I mean our summer. Like seasons are different.
Yeah.
So probably like August.
True.
So if that's July, will you? What are we at? March now, end of March, start of April.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll leave here end of April.
Yeah.
And then go back to Canada.
Yeah.
For training camps, and then into
See his family, his friends as well.
Yeah. Not on FaceTime. Just go see them
live.
Yeah, in person, in the flesh. Yeah, I go home for like 2 weeks, and then I go train all summer. It's kind of like for UWA boys, like when you have a national team camp or something in Sydney, it's the same. Like Vancouver's super West Coast.
Yeah.
Obviously, Perth is the most West Coast, and like I gotta fly across the country to train, so it's pretty far. It's like a couple hour flight. It's kind of far away from home still.
Yeah.
Where do you stay when you go over there?
So usually we have to find our own accommodations.
Is there like a couple boys that live there, or?
Yeah. So, my mate that plays at Sydney Uni, Jeremy, I stay with him once or twice. Yeah, Jezza. Stay with him once or twice, and this summer I'll probably stay with family friends.
Yeah. Where does Dave live?
He lives in Ottawa. Well, Gatineau. It's like
because bro was telling me that he like sees bears and stuff when he walks, and sometimes I'm like, that's crazy, bro.
Yeah, but Drake's a big nature guy.
Yeah, no, he that's why he loved going down the coast, WA and all that,
Yeah.
Margaret River, all
Dude
that.
rides his
It's
bike
probably not really
everywhere.
your style, is it? You know,
Well, like I'm not much of a tourist.
more of a city boy.
Yeah, a little bit, you know.
Yeah, you ever seen bears in Canada or what?
All the time, bro.
That's
Especially
it.
in Vancouver. Like there's bears everywhere.
What,
That's
like,
freaky.
but like,
not like
in
on the
any
road.
danger?
Are they black bears or are they brown bears?
I think brown ones are dangerous.
Black ones are little cuties.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cute, but you don't want to.
Wouldn't go near it. But
Yeah, you don't want to go near the cubs. The mom will kill you.
Well, like, where have you seen one then? Give
Well,
us
like
an
it's
example.
not like on the street, you know. But like, for example, in Vancouver, there's a lot of like forests and nature and a lot of places to hike. Like there's a little like hiking area near my house, like 10, 15 minutes away. One time I was taking my dog there. I had AirPods in the whole time. And like my mom always puts a bell on my dog so that like scares away the bears. Like one time we we're walking up this thing, I see
Is
a
that
bear.
the method?
I don't know. It just like lets them know
Bell.
that you're there, you know.
Meanwhile, you're just bumping Drake in there.
Bro, I had no idea. I had my AirPods in, and my dog just stops. Like she just stops. I'm trying to get her to keep walking. Nothing. I walk like another 50 meters, thinking she'll follow me. I see a bear. I just turn around and say, "Yep, you're right. Let's kick it. Go home."
And you went to your first game of footy yesterday.
Yeah. I'm sporting free now.
What was that experience?
How was Optus?
yeah, like the stadium.
Yeah, Yeah, the stadium was good. The beer's a little pricey over there.
Bears.
Yeah. But yeah, it was cool, man. It took me like a quarter to realize what was going on. And then I had Gabby filling me in, teaching me all the rules. So that was cool. Would have liked a Frio dub, but happens.
Kind of folded towards the end, eh?
Yeah.
But nothing like the Mariners, I guess.
Feel like you could have got out there and how do you feel you
Yeah,
would have been
okay.
at footy, man? You got a pretty good build. Probably get a
I don't
couple
know, boys.
marks.
I'll probably get laid out. Like those guys are killing each other over there. And they told me, yeah, it's a pretty tame game today. Bro, I saw a dude just get completely decked. Hit the ground. They take him off the field while the game's still going on. Like there's no way this happened. This guy's holding his wrist, broken wrist, hobbling
Right.
off.
I've seen the videos of ice hockey in Canada. That looks pretty hectic too.
Yeah, it's pretty gruesome.
That's just like they just square up.
Yeah.
The game. It's like, all right.
That'd be pretty cool in water polo if you could just drop the gloves.
Drop
bro. Yeah.
The Bruces would thrive.
Oh, dude, we would win the flag for sure.
100%.
We got these two Bruce boys. We're winning.
Hey, bro, I've been pretty tame. Pretty tame this year. Say that.
Foxy's got us all in line, bro.
Yeah.
Pre-game. Talk us through your routine.
Yeah,
Do
what's
you
your-
have a routine or
Mm,
superstitions or
Not really.
Anything like
I think when I was younger, I used to think to myself, like, I really need a routine. Like, you hear all these great athletes have a routine, but as strange as it sounds, I think, like, just being in a good mind state, like, just being happy, enjoying the game, having fun, like, I think a big thing for me is just not taking things for granted and enjoying the moment. Like, it's easy to be frustrated about little things in games, and I think when you realize you're just playing a sport you like with a lot of good people, it's fun. So, I don't know, my warm-up kind of changes. Like, if we're playing at Bigton, I'll throw around a couple weights, you know. Greg will
Get a
tell me
little
I'm getting a pump, you know.
Yeah. Right, respect.
Yeah.
I see you, bro.
Yeah, and then some stuff I can't disclose, but, like, you know, gotta keep some things.
Hey,
for
bro,
the
I
heart,
see
you know?
you doing a little dance every now and then when we got the speakers going.
Yeah,
Little bit of Kendrick.
yeah. Hey,
Hey, I'm not gonna expose you like that,
Yeah,
but you
yeah.
were singing along to a Drake diss, and I was like, he's
it's a
not your
good
boy.
song
You're like,
though.
game respects game. Like, music, man.
Hey, sometimes you gotta separate the artist.
Are you a
from each
big
other.
are you a big stretcher before the game? What are your thoughts on that? Because I feel like I can't stretch, bro. Because if I stretch, I'm too loose. Sometimes I need to stay compact and ready
Yeah,
to
I
go.
don't stretch. To be honest, I don't stretch.
Do you do like
at all.
not like? Because I feel like I don't really like the static stretching. Do you reckon like, but a couple like check it out a little bit.
Yeah, like probably some dynamic stretching. Mostly my legs. You know, like my shoulders. I do the same routine every day just because I had surgery on it a few years ago. So really got to warm up, otherwise it would be kind
Yeah.
of sore.
I mean,
But
I used
not a lot of
to
stretching.
I used to stretch, but then kind of got told that stretching kills gains and stuff like that. So I kind of been scared of it. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
do I really want to sacrifice gains to be a bit more flexible?
Fair enough,
I
bro.
don't know, bro.
Fair enough.
And how did you hurt your shoulder?
I think maybe just overuse. You know, like it was hurting a lot. I had to go see a doc. Probably similar to what Petey's going through right now.
What was it? Your shooting arm on?
Yeah. So I
Yeah.
still got some scars on there, but yeah, surgery's a weird like process because you think to yourself after, like you're in this sling, you're thinking like, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to like throw a ball again. I don't know if I
Yeah.
can move my arm.
Yeah.
So that first couple of months is like, oof, do I even want to try and play again?
Mm.
And then I think like after a year, you start to feel like yourself again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't climb a mountain if it's smooth.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
How's that
actually-
say?
Brother.
Smooth sea never made a skilled sailor.
That's exactly
Yeah.
right.
Clip that.
Clip
That was
that.
cold,
Clip
man.
that
When-
chat.
So is it so most of the Canadian boys will play college polo, right? Or is there much of a is it like a obviously there'd be a league in Canada, right? Is that like similar is that like clubs and stuff like that or
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to be too hard on like the federation, but I just think that the league has dropped off a lot. Like I think it's a lot of problems geographically. I think trying to get kids to fly all over the places isn't really a recipe for success. But yeah, I think COVID kind of impacted everybody, and we probably have less athletes now. So the league isn't great. It's definitely not like here or in Europe. I would say the Aussie League is better than Canada, but obviously Europe is better than the Aussie League.
yeah, well Europe's professional league, obviously.
Yeah, like this
So
is like
it's-
it's semi-pro. I think it's,
Yeah.
but it feels like a good quality this year. Like I feel like there's some
Yeah.
great players. But yeah, Canada's the league isn't too hot right now for sure.
Yeah, but I do really like, obviously, if it's not a professional league, just having that balance between you want, like, because it's boring if you're not trying and stuff, but then it's also like social at the same time. So it's a bit of a mix and it's really good.
I actually really love that for you guys. Like, I think it's super cool. It's something you shouldn't take for granted. I'm not trying to be wisdom man here, but I think it's cool that you can be in like your home state, play polo, get your schooling done, work. Like we got guys on the team that are working 9 to 5. Marshy comes to the pool right after. Like, it's pretty crazy.
Yeah, and it's still got to feel like you're in because you're flying over to play games and stuff. Like it's a full proper league, but then you also just like got your own life going on at the same time, and you've got you're playing with all your mates. Especially if you've got a good group like us, where it's like it's all the guys that you can hang out with anyway.
Yeah, man, the road trips have been real fun. I've been enjoying them.
Yeah, well, I think I didn't play last year, but obviously the boys have improved their position a lot since last year, so I think there's also been a little less fun in different aspects, but more fun in other aspects. That's what I'll say.
Well said.
Definitely.
But you'd rather be having more fun in that way than that way.
In the winning aspect.
And then you can celebrate it.
Winning is fun.
Winning is fun.
It's very fun.
I reckon I've won more games this season than the last 4 years.
Love that.
So it's a different.
Hey, bro. Taking those last 2 years off for Jim has really got the win-loss record probably looking good for me, man. The games I've been a part of, the boys been getting the dubs for me,
Winning games, getting gains.
Brother.
Clip that.
I've only played one game before this season, so
Really?
And that was weird. Yeah,
that was
in
one of
COVID.
the greatest
That was like
wins ever.
That was in
game 5.
That was in 2020 or
was
2022 or
Game
2021.
5 Rezzies.
I was like that.
This guy was pulling up, man.
I was like that.
Yeah, I heard Ben Colliss game 5. No one
They
had the right guys around me.
Someone picked up Cody Smith off the street and he just jumped in and just went nuts. I don't think he'd been in the pool for a while. He just picked him up. He's like, get in the pool, man. We got no players right now.
Hey, man, if you got Tom Ho's blessing, you got to be one of them ones.
We had some dogs in that team.
But Cody's that guy that's just always fit, always ready to go. You just, chucking it. He goes to swimming and stuff.
I've been telling Ro, Tom's prodigy. And his only time he's going to watch him is in the D grade grand final this coming Saturday.
A lot of grand finals to watch.
In under 18 nationals, they had Yusuke on the team and Cody got MVP. And Tom also said that Cody was the best player on the team.
So I reckon he's probably pretty good in D grade.
And now Yusuke's that guy now as well, bro. Yeah. So, I mean.
Well, every time I hear Cody's name, it's like, oh, Cody had a game in D grade this week. His team scored 8 goals. He had all 8 of them. He only turned 3 people today in the same play.
It's going to be a super packed Saturday. You got Cody D grade, Rose B grade chicks, the dealer and the Neesham boys.
Me and Bruce.
Him and Bruce
talk us through that.
They're cooking up something special over there.
What was that semi-final like?
We got a little late call up.
Self-appointed?
Nah, we got a late call up because the previous coach was out sick. Yeah, Richo was out sick. And so I said yes, I agreed to do it. And I rang Brucey up. I said, come on, let's cook.
Let's cook.
We went down there and all right. I feel like we just played a lot of the Mariners players, to be honest, like defensively. So it was pretty cool actually. I really enjoyed coaching.
Any outrageous plays Harry called, or did he tell any of the boys?
Harry was just telling people to shut the fuck up. He's telling people to shut up, and he's telling Shep which side to pick in the penalty, and I was like, Harry, don't do that, because I believe goalies do not like being told, Did
it work?
Messes up with the mind. No, it didn't work. And Harry Shepherd turns to Harry and says, Harry, do not talk to me when I'm stabbing a penalty. He's like, do not, I'll lose my mind. Like,
fair enough.
Don't talk, man.
So
any underwater plays?
No, but I think we might try one.
Better release this after the final. Then.
We might try one this Saturday.
Yeah. Who are you playing?
We're versing Triton. So ex-Mariner, Florian's going to be in there.
Oh, he's playing?
Yeah. Do
they got Ainsworth or no?
No, I don't think they got Ainsworth. He might be a late ring in, I don't know, which would just be ridiculous.
You'd have to, you could probably pull up the rules on that because he probably hasn't played
Section 4.3.
I think you need to play 5 games or whatever. But,
yeah.
So yeah, me and Bruce are going to coach 2 games and hopefully win a flag.
2 games. Oh, the semi and the.
And will you take that flag and for it to never be seen again?
Yeah, 100%.
It'll be. We're gonna have Bruce B grade flag and Elijah's.
I got to
B
come
grade
down
flag
as a
hanging.
fan because that's basically like because we played for that team a couple years ago.
Me and
man.
Craig have won that flag.
Yeah.
Is this at HBF as well?
Yeah.
Okay, man. We got a
Yeah,
real
jam
good
pack
Saturday.
Saturday.
I'm gonna, if we win, man, I'm gonna celebrate that flag like we
Yeah.
just won National League
When is this?
this weekend.
Saturday,
I'll
4:45.
come down.
4 something.
I'll get in the pie stands.
Yeah, mate. No, we're gonna cook. We're gonna try some spooky stuff. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Love that. We got our work cut out for us. I think we're playing a pretty good squad this Saturday.
Yeah, well, how are you feeling heading into that?
Yeah, I'm excited. I hope the girls are excited.
Done the scouting
win a flag.
reports?
Yeah, I watched them play last week. Took some notes, mental notes.
Yeah.
Didn't have the notepad out.
You got some dogs in that team.
Yeah, we got a good squad for sure.
I'm expecting to watch back-to-back flags.
It'll be a Saturday to Hugo's after.
I reckon. You've coached men and women.
Honestly, not a lot of coaching, like of teams per se. Like I worked with this. Do you know what 6-8 Sports is?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there was
Azevedo.
this. Yeah. There was like a 6-8 partner kind of in Canada. They're called Prime Athletic Academy. So I worked with just like 4 or 5 athletes, kind of like more skill specific stuff.
Yeah.
Never really coached a squad. I was hoping for the 12 under girls. I'll be honest, because I coached the Duke Classic, and that was so much fun.
Yeah.
Like I think at that age they're just like they're so competitive and they just want to have fun, and I think it's exciting to be around like that kind of energy. You know, like kids just are infinitely not tired. Like they can run all day, swim all day. Like during the Duke Classic, they're in the sun 4 hours. They're running around the shark enclosure, coming back, like jumping in the pool, jumping out.
Meanwhile, Bruce sitting on the chair. Just
Yeah, I was dying, bro. I was dying, bro. 5 hours in that sun was killing me. Probably got 2 shades darker.
You ski?
Vancouver's all right. Nah, man, not much of a skier.
Yeah. Can't snowboard enough.
I mean, like I took some lessons and skied a little bit when I was young, but then I realized like these are some skinny legs, bro. I gotta save my water polo.
stick
Probably-
to the pool.
It's probably harder to ski if you're tall, right?
You'd think so, right? Makes
Just like
sense.
Yeah.
not close enough to the ground to like.
I feel like you'd be pretty good at
Bit more
skiing.
top
yeah.
Yeah, bro. I'll probably going down like hill pretty quick.
Yeah,
It'd
you'd
be
bomb.
so
You'd
quickly.
absolutely bomb the hills.
But yeah.
Get out of my fucking way.
Like, and I'll be going in a straight
So
line.
you
I don't have an ability to like move around, so just be like.
Yeah,
Getting caught by the
stretching.
net at
But
the
if you
end.
hit someone, if you ran into someone bombing it down a hill on a snowboard, they would actually go to hospital.
Bro,
You want
put
to
him
go
in
to the
a-
hospital or?
Yeah, Craig, you'd fucking.
bro, how good that would be a great game. Imagine everyone lines up on the mountain and I go down skiing and it's just like
10-pin bowling.
yeah.
Stay out of my way.
Bro, I might find something that I'm finally good at, man. There we go, bro.
It'd be like in
Except
Top
for
Gun,
bench.
you know, when the planes are landing and they use all these
Yeah,
nets
yeah.
to catch them.
Yeah, yeah.
Craig going down there.
Bro, if so, I mean, some of the boys might be going to Canada at some point.
Oh, open invite.
But,
Boys. Come to Vancouver. I'll house
Most
you every
people,
time.
yeah, a lot of people from Australia go over there to have like ski season or whatever it is.
Yeah, I feel like a lot of people
But-
here have told me they've gone to Banff. Like everyone's gone to Banff.
To be honest, I'll go over there do that, but I want to come down this nature track and look at
You
some
want some
bears,
bear?
bro.
Yeah, what are you hunting?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys come to Vancouver, bro. I'll take you around, show you the sights.
Do it.
Mm.
Benny's already got the plans.
I'll come in. I'll come up.
Yeah.
And then, hey, we'll make it happen.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
I think Vision Sports might do a expedition over there.
Yeah.
The,
World
the Vision Sports PJ.
Yeah, take the jet.
Comfy
I'm
on there,
working
man.
on it. I'm not exactly the face of the brand, you know. Matt
Yeah.
Colliss is a big name to fill.
Yeah. But hey, you got to start somewhere.
You got to.
You know, like if you're playing in Europe, you've been signed by Vision Sports. You're a Vision Sports athlete over there, bro.
Yeah. No,
I have to
I mean,
chuck that in the bio, man.
Definitely straight to the bio.
we talked about that this morning. Actually, I was like, I think I got to throw it in my bio soon, because like contract negotiations are coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If anyone
You get a
wants
pair of
anything to do with Reuel, I am his manager, so
Yeah.
please contact me directly.
He's gonna do negotiations for you, bro. You got a pair of Speedos, a bottle of wine, a phone case, a hat.
Yeah.
Hey, you decked out.
Yeah.
Man, I'm out here now.
Yeah.
Mm.
Name, image, likeness.
NIL deals.
Yeah.
Need the Vision Sports ski goggles.
Yeah.
So boys, how are we feeling? 2 weeks, winding down.
Yeah, happy, sad, I reckon. It's a bit of mix of emotions.
Yeah.
It is a bit
Just pumped to play it. Like, assuming playing, but yeah, pumped to play finals. That'll be my first time playing in finals. I think most of us first time playing in finals.
When was the last time the Mariners were in finals?
Did we come sixth that one year?
Yeah, we did play in finals. Yeah,
but we lost that first game.
lost the first game. Yeah, that first game, you really don't want to lose that first game.
Yeah, it gets grim, huh?
It's just it's not a nice feeling.
You want to be playing for some silverware.
Yeah,
For sure.
definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely.
No, but feeling good.
Well, yeah. If you're in the semi-final, then you're playing for silverware regardless.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just
Boy,
depends
would it
what
be
colour,
nice
man.
though. WA Derby, I think if we win that first one.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be pretty fun.
That'd be good. That'd be a tense game.
Yeah. Lot on the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lot on the line. It'll be exciting, boys. Any plans after? What's everyone's plan after finals?
Watch Rue win OIC play.
I think there's
Drink copious.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, firstly, drink
gotta-
copious amounts of alcohol, Chris.
We got to clip that.
Yeah, and
We need the Andy Taylor.
It's Andy Taylor.
audio.
the alcohol might be being drank down south. You haven't been down south, so
Yeah.
take you down there, man.
Yeah, we're planning
We're
to
gonna
go.
head down to Denmark. Show
you
Rue
going?
the Great Southern.
Yeah.
As
on Marsha's jet.
As
of
he said
course.
earlier, he doesn't like to be too much of a tourist, but I said,
Yeah.
let's get out of the metro for at least a week.
Yeah,
Yeah, I haven't really explored outside of the
and
Golden
just
Triangle.
camping Claremont the whole time, man.
Hey man, it's a pretty good location, you know. CBH isn't so far. Everything's good
Yeah.
out there.
Yeah, no, it's a good spot.
Rue will go missing from 3 till 9 on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah.
Missing. I know where he is.
I'm usually with Greg, that's why. Just a lot of TSLs.
Yeah. Have you seen that college manager?
Yes,
Yeah.
dude.
Nickname?
With the
Aura card.
with the
He's-
aura, yeah.
Bro, apparently he's like gone in the transfer portal or something.
Yeah, I saw that as
The
well.
first manager ever to go in the transfer portal.
Bro, he's made a lot of money, I think.
Yeah, well,
Yeah,
Under
apparently
Armour
he's
sent
made
him
like
all that.
hundreds of thousands.
Yeah. Well, he got like a bunch of deals right after.
Yeah.
Like they got him decked out in a tracksuit now. and,
Yeah.
like,
Under Armour hit him up.
Yeah.
It's
That's
got-
what happens when you have aura, bro.
Yeah.
You just monetize the aura, bro.
Yeah. Well, we're working on it. I got a pair of Melville bathers now, so
Yeah.
I'm working on my aura still.
Mm.
But I guess the last thing I'll say is, tune in. The Mariners are playing for a flag, so let's lock it in.
Yeah. Let's wait. Let's go over Rue's stats.
Alrighty. Matches played 18. Major fouls 21, which is an average of 1.17 per game. Pretty good.
All right, yeah,
It's
that's
clean.
all right.
Good. Total goals 43 total goals, which equates to 2.39 goals per match.
Very tasty.
Very.
Is it weird
Very solid.
adjusting? You said in college you played that kind of left-hand side facilitator.
Yeah.
Is it a bit of a switch in your mindset? Like for our team, you do need to be a scorer.
Yeah, I mean, definitely. I've always looked to get the ball off to people mostly. Like it's never really been my like you get used to the other side. You don't want to shoot from a tough angle, and I think there's still a lot of similarities because we have Pav. Like I gotta feed the
You're still
beast. You
tossing
know?
it,
Yeah. So definitely a little bit. But it's been fun. I've been enjoying that side. Me and Elijah are clicking over there.
Yeah.
It's been good.
Cooking.
Yeah.
Well, that's been episode 3 of the Wharfie Pod with Reuel D'Souza. I'm sure we'll have you back on here one day.
Yeah.
Hope
for a
so,
holiday.
boys. Hope so.
He's
Thanks
gonna
for
come back
having
for a
me.
holiday at least.
Yeah.
Man, you know if I come back for a holiday, I'm never leaving.
Yeah, he's never leaving.
Yeah.
I won't leave it.
I'm never leaving.
Well, thanks for coming on
Thanks,
and
Jack.
thanks for listening.
Thank
Appreciate
you.
it.
Thanks for having us, boys.